I'm Miss Andrea from Adams Memorial Library, and today I'm going to be doing our little special summer sloth craft with you. Okay, so this is going to be separate from those summer craft kits that you may have already picked up. If not, those are also available, so just give us a call. But this is going to be a little separate packet. When you call 724-539-1972, that is our phone number, and tell them you're interested in making the little sloth craft if you have not already done so, and we can get you registered and get you one of the craft kits that you will need to make this craft. So to make our little sloth craft for today, you should have, if you haven't already done so, again, just give us a call to pick up one of the craft packets. But in your craft packet, you will have a little, probably about a quarter sheet of the dark brown construction paper and the light brown construction paper. You'll also have a template in there like this that has your sloth pattern. You'll have a popsicle stick and then 2 eyeballs. All right. You will have to grab some scissors from home and a glue stick. If you've gotten our summer craft pack, those will already be provided in there for you. That again is a separate kit that you can also call about if you would like. Another thing that I've pulled for today that you can just grab from home, you can use crayons if you want. Markers, for the craft stick part, you're definitely going to want to grab markers or maybe even pens if you have them or some type of gel pen. But the crayons are not going to show, if you're trying to use crayons, it's not going to show up very well on the popsicle stick. So the colors you'll need are the yellow, green, and black. All right, so I'm going to put my little sloth off here to the side and we'll begin. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and cut out your sloth pattern. All right, I've already done so with one of my other ones here. So this body part is what you're going to want to trace out of the dark brown. So I just went ahead and traced that, cut that out, had that ready to go. And then in your initial template, you'll see there's kind of, it's almost like a little pressed heart shape right here. This is what you're going to want to cut the light brown out of. So basically all I did was after I cut my body piece, I just cut down through and cut that piece out. Gave me this shape. And then I just traced that on the light brown construction paper and cut that out. So I had my pieces ready to go. And then I put these off to the side. And then you're going to want to start with your popsicle stick. So the first part that I did to make it easier was I took my black marker, and then you can see, and you can design your little bamboo popsicle stick however you'd like. I did mine in kind of 3 black marking sections. So I just went a little bit ways down, put 2 little squiggle lines of black. Again, this time I came about halfway down the popsicle stick. Again, 2 little squiggle lines of black. And then again, 2 little squiggle lines of black towards the bottom. So, and you'll see when I start with the green, that in between these little black squiggly lines are the part that I don't shade in. So I just leave it the tan color of the popsicle stick. So the next thing you want to do is take your green marker and just kind of color between those little black squiggly lines. So I'm just going to color down real quick, color up top here. And then in my initial example that you see here sitting on the table, you can see it's a little bit of a lighter green. I did have a lighter green marker that I used. If you don't have a lighter green marker, that's okay, because actually when I add the yellow, it's going to get you that lighter green shade. So you can see I colored in the green. I left in between my little black squiggly lines blank. You might want to give it a minute or 2 just to dry, because the ink from the marker does take a moment to dry. You can go ahead and start coloring right away, but you end up with a little bit on your finger, so just a little warning there. But after you give it maybe just a couple even seconds to sit, you want to take your yellow marker and just kind of go over the green pieces. So the parts where you shaded green, just go over it with the yellow. And you'll see it'll start to almost make it like a lighter green shade. And you can add as much or a little yellow as you want. So as you keep going over it, it'll continue to lighten the green. If you prefer to have a darker green, then just use a little bit less of the yellow. But you can color in as much yellow, as much green as you like. All right, so I'm gonna leave mine about there. So I'm gonna stop. So now I have my bamboo popsicle stick ready to go. Now, I did not do the back. If you want, you can go ahead and do a design on the back. That's completely up to you. But for now, I'm just going to set this aside. And now I'm ready to put my little sloth piece together. So for my sloth piece, this is one thing that you are going to want to look at before you start gluing your sloth together. Now, in my sample, I have my sloth hanging from this side. If you want your sloth to go the opposite way, then all you have to do is flip your pattern. But you want to figure out which way you want your sloth to hang, because that's going to determine what side you glue the face on your body template. All right, so just keep that in mind. I did one this way, so I'll make this example go the other way so you can see. So I've figured out which way I want to hang it. I know I have the right side, so I know I'm going to want to glue the eyes and the face to this side. So I'm going to take my glue stick, and the first part that I'm going to glue on is that little light brown piece. And we're just going to kind of glue it towards the top of my dark brown piece. Just like that. All right. And then the next part is you're going to want to do your eyeballs. So if you don't have the sticky eyes in your craft packet, which I believe most of you will, if you have the sticky ones, you can just pull the back off and stick them right on. If you wouldn't for some reason, or you can't get the back off, or you don't want it to stick, because I know sometimes they can be tricky, just put a little glue on the back of each eyeball. And then you can determine how you want to do it. If you put your eyeballs, you want to glue them like right next to each other, if you want to spread them out a little bit. You just want to kind of glue them within that light brown piece. Okay. And then I'll point this out too, because I don't know if you can tell from looking at it, but when you cut out that little light brown piece, I told you it was kind of like the little heart shape. So you want to put the part of it that kind of bends, so like the top part of the heart, that's how you want to glue it towards the top. So the round part will be going towards the bottom of the body. The little heart arches at the top will be going towards the top part of the body. Okay. And then on mine, I just drew a little mouth on this one. It's completely up to you if you want to give a mouth, if you want to give him or her mouth, if you don't. In order to make the mouth, I just simply took my black, just kind of did a little U shape, if you will. And my sloth is ready to go. So the next part then, you're just going to want to put a little bit of glue at the end of your sloth, kind of like where the hand is there and where the feet will go. And then you can choose wherever you want to glue it on the popsicle stick. I glued mine so that the sloth was a little bit above my black squiggly lines. If you want to have yours kind of hanging off a little bit, if you want to have it hanging down or right in the center, I put mine more towards the center, but that's completely up to you. You'll glue that down, and there you have your sloth. Thank you for joining me for our little sloth special craft today. Again, if you do not already have the packet and would like to pick it up to make our little sloth guy, you can use them as a little bookmark or just have them hanging around. But if you need the craft kit, just give us a call at 724-539-1972 and we can get you registered and ready to pick up a craft kit for our little sloth guy. All right, thank you.